Happy to be here this morning. Are you happy to be here this morning? Do you want to stand up and sing this song with us? Come on. You know this song.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see, wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart, in your heart. Put a little love in your heart, put a little love in your heart, put a little love in your heart.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. By the way, if I'm singing and they accidentally forget to turn this thing off, please someone tell me, okay? Well, welcome, everyone. I'm supposed to ring this dong, but you know what? I don't even want to bring that energy back down yet, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say welcome to Unity of Georgetown, everyone here, everyone listening at home on the live stream. And today I'm Therese Finn. I think probably you all know me. And today, along with our prayer chaplain team leader, Judy Nisley, I am going to be filling in for Reverend Tommy because he and Rosemary are in Italy, as most of you know. And I don't know if they'll be able to log onto the live stream. But just in case, if you're out there, Tommy and Rosemary, buongiorno. Yeah. So we gather here every Sunday to create a shared experience. And the music, the message, the prayers, our rituals, all of these things help to lift us up into an awareness of one presence and to recognize that we and it are one. And as Reverend Tommy often reminds us, we're also here to learn, to stretch ourselves beyond what we think we know and be willing to change the way we see things. And over the past few months, we've been introduced to some big picture perspective ideas that called on us to really stretch our understanding of the universe and our place in it. And today, Judy and I are going to talk about how to put those ideas into practice in our daily lives. And you may notice as we go through the service that we've switched up the order of things a little bit, and we did that to allow more time for more focused prayer and meditation. And so what we hope for today is that you'll just go with the flow and allow your heart more than your head to lead as we try to bring the big picture perspective back down to earth. All right, so will you join me now in our mission statement? We are a thriving spiritual community, inspiring and empowering individual and global transformation as exemplified by the life and teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters.
Good morning. If you're here for the first time, we'd like to give you a special welcome. We invite you to stand if you are comfortable and tell us your name and where you're from. Any new people? No. Okay. Well, thank you for being here, everybody. Oh, we do have new people. It's okay. Welcome. Wow, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Our ushers have a welcome packet for you if you didn't already receive one. There's a visitor form you can fill out to help us get to know you better and stay in touch. Once you've completed that, you can fill it out. Please place it in the collection basket or leave it at the welcome table. Again, welcome to Unity of Georgetown, and we hope to see you again. Our announcements. Let's get metaphysical. Oh.
Oh.
Is that the legacy?
I was off in Italy with Reverend Tommy.
Oh, let's get metaphysical. Is at the Legacy Hills Park this Wednesday, July 8th at 10 a.m., weather permitting. Reverend Tommy is still in Italy, so Rita Casey will be manning the ship this week. Please see her with any questions you might have or to get on the email list. Today is the last chance to reserve your place for our Community Connections gatherings on July 18th. Sign up at the welcome table after the service. We have our list of hosts for Community Connections. Hosts are Barbara Bartman, Sandy and Jim Moore, Claudine Pladmanden, Terry Chambers, and Jill Koch. We hope your host will be contacting you with details. If you haven't heard from them, reach out to Teresa or Sandy. A note from Carrie. If you would love to show off your real-life babies, grandchild, great-grandchild, niece, nephew, or other in your family, they have a great fun expression for the love, for the laughter, for the best medicine slide. Feel free. Email admin@unity.georgetown.org or the link on the website for your picture, with your picture. It's more fun if it's seasonal, but if it's fun anyway. You will get credit on the slide if you'd like. Remember that this will be on the streaming video, so share only if all parties are okay with it. Make sure you stay in the loop for with our weekly newsletter that comes out every Friday. If you are not receiving it, please let us know. If you have any questions, see Reverend Tommy when he gets back from Italy, a board member, or stop at the welcome table. See the email, Carrie, our admin. Of course, our prayer chaplains are always more than happy to speak and pray with you and be helpful too.
Okay, my favorite part of filling in for Reverend Tommy, coming up with something for laughter is the best medicine. Here we go. So a young man traveled across the world to find a wise man that he'd heard about who lived in a cave on top of a mountain. And after weeks of travel, he finally reached the summit and he found the guru sitting peacefully in meditation. So the traveler threw himself down and said, "Oh, wise master, I've traveled across the world, climbed the top of this mountain to ask you just one question. What is the secret to eternal happiness?" Well, the wise man opened his eyes, he smiled gently, and he answered, "My son, it is very simple. Don't waste your time arguing with stupid people." Well, the traveler just threw up his hands in frustration and said, "Are you kidding me? I risked my neck climbing to the top of this mountain for that? You're a fraud. That can't possibly be the secret to eternal happiness." Well, the wise man looked at him for a moment, nodded, and replied, "You know, you're probably right." Okay.
Come on and stand up one more time. Come on.
Yes.
Sing with us. Get the Spirit lifted me. Here we go.
I'm so glad Spirit lifted me. I'm so glad Spirit lifted me. I'm so glad Spirit lifted me. Singing glory, hallelujah. Spirit lifted me. When I was in trouble, Spirit lifted me. When I was in trouble, Spirit lifted me. When I was in trouble, Spirit lifted me. Singing glory, hallelujah. Spirit lifted me. When I was feeling lonely, Spirit lifted me. When I was feeling lonely, Spirit lifted me. When I was feeling lonely, Spirit lifted me. Singing glory, hallelujah. Spirit lifted me. I'm so glad Spirit lifted me. I'm so glad Spirit lifted me. I'm so glad Spirit lifted me. Singing glory, hallelujah. Spirit lifted me.
So I'll take that. So now is the time in our service when we begin to bring that joyful energy inward, and Renee is going to ring the crystal bowl for us. Warm it up.
The inspirational reading this morning is called Stirring the Pot of Hope. I open my heart to the living presence that is always here. In the beginning is the eternal now, where the creative word, the Logos, is forever expressing life. The divine word lives within each of us. Every thought, every intention, every word we speak becomes part of the field of consciousness we all share. Today we choose to stir the pot of hope. We add compassion, possibility, and love. As we speak words of life, we nourish a new paradigm of awakening. The age of Aquarius is the awakening of humanity to our oneness, remembering that we are each expressions of the one life, forever connected in love. Grateful for the power of the word to create, renew, and unite, I speak this word with quiet certainty, knowing it is already expressing itself in our lives, in our community, and throughout our world. Please join me now in affirming together our statement of being and our vision statement. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence. Centered in oneness, we co-create a world of love, peace, and abundance.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world.
And now I invite you to breathe, relax, stay in that beautiful energy that the music team has created for us, and allow my words to find a place in your heart. I open now to the highest truth that I can know in this moment, that I am a spiritual being, not defined by the limitations of my physical existence. I am more than a body, more than a set of physical and personality traits, more even than the memories and history of this life experience that I'm having. I am spirit, an expression of the one that is all that is. When the stars were created, I was there. I am living in eternity now. And I can stretch my vision beyond the material and know my true nature. I'm grateful for the awareness that lets me see beyond outer conditions, that strengthens, supports me in every moment. And I am empowered to live fully, joyfully, and awake. And so it is. And now Dan will play us a beautiful song.
I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my heart go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God.
Thank you, Dan, Kim and Shonda, Cindy, everybody, and Judy for writing the beautiful prayer that was our inspirational reading today. So as I said before, over the past few months, Reverend Tommy has been taking us on a voyage into the deep waters of spiritual and metaphysical discovery. It's been quite an adventure, and I think for most of us, it really has helped us to stretch beyond our old way of seeing things. But even the most fearless explorer needs to stop for a rest once in a while. And so that's what Judy and I want to do today, give us all a chance to come up from the deep waters, take a breath, and think about how we can put these transformative ideas into practice in our daily lives. And not just to know them as ideas, but to experience them as heart-centered beliefs that help us guide our words and actions. So our lesson today will have two parts. First, I'm going to talk about taking that big picture and bringing it down off the mountaintop and back into our daily life through spiritual practice. And then Judy is going to move us into an experience of mindful meditation. So we've covered a lot of ground in the past weeks, but if I had to choose one big idea from all the big ideas we've been exploring, it would be understanding that the universe is fundamentally spiritual, not material. And Reverend Tommy introduced us to the terms idealism versus physicalism to describe that. And up until a few decades ago, that probably would have sounded pretty woo-woo to most people. But now science is beginning to catch up with what the mystics and spiritual teachers have known for centuries, that reality is more than what our physical senses perceive. And that's exactly why it's so hard for us to remember that we're spiritual beings, because our five senses seem to be telling us just the opposite. Now, we've all known since grade school science class that the Earth we live on is rotating on its axis as it hurtles through space. But if we believed only what our senses are telling us, we'd be convinced that everything is standing still. Our senses don't always tell us the whole story. And they also tell you that you're separate from the person sitting next to you right now. There seems to be a place where your physical presence ends, then a space, and then another place where the person next to you, their physical being begins. But in reality, just like the perception that we're all standing still when we're actually hurtling through space, 90% of what appears to be physical mass is actually electromagnetic energy. And the particles that make up the atoms in our bodies and everything are all part of a unified quantum field where they can interact with one another, even across vast distances. And this is all science. I'm not making this up. So the simple truth is that we really all are connected, part of that same oneness or unified field. So here this morning in this sanctuary, surrounded by our spiritual family, listening to inspiring messages and beautiful music, it's probably pretty easy to feel that. That energy field that we create here every Sunday helps lift us up out of the limited perception of our senses so that we can know our true identity, that we are spirit. But the challenge is, how do we maintain that elevated vibration for the rest of the week? When we're running late for an appointment and someone cuts us off in traffic in a construction zone on Williams Drive, which just happened to me a couple days ago, or when we're on the phone with our internet provider and we get put on hold for the third time, or when we're facing a challenge like a scary medical diagnosis or a serious loss. And I love how mindfulness teacher Jack Kornfield describes it with this prayer. Dear God, so far I'm doing all right today. I haven't once lost my temper, been selfish, unkind, or judgmental. But in a few minutes, it'll be time to get up, and then I'm going to need a lot of help. So the good news is that we do have help. We're not only human, we're spiritual beings with the power to co-create our lives. And when we truly believe that and practice it, we begin to transform our experience. Most of you know Reverend Jim Passmore. He's one of our members, and he and his wife Joanne spend about half the year here in Sun City, and then they very wisely relocate to Oregon to get away from the 6-month-long Central Texas summers. And Reverend Jim is one of those people who thinks of age as just a number. He is an active hiker, adventurer, and motorcycle rider. And many of you also know that a few weeks ago, he was in a freak accident on the first day of a cross-country bike trip. And he ended up with 13 broken bones, including his femur and his dominant arm and hand. So I spoke to him recently, and I asked him how he was doing. And I was not at all surprised that his answer did not focus on his pain or limitation. Instead, he described all the ways he was overcoming and his gratitude for the prayers and support of his family and friends and for his wonderful medical team. And he told me he's adopted the words of Indian guru Sai Baba as his mantra. I have pain, but I choose not to suffer. Now, I don't mean to minimize the physical challenge that he's facing. It will be a long road of recovery and therapy. And like all of us humans, he'll probably have moments of frustration or discouragement. But because Reverend Jim understands and really believes that he has the power to opt out of the self-imposed suffering of negativity, he'll do it all with grace and resilience. And he also knows that the unified field is supporting him as he chooses to focus his thoughts, words, and actions on his power to heal instead of his pain and limitation. So we all know people who seem to have a gift for overcoming challenges while they stay grounded in their spiritual beliefs. And I think there are many of them sitting here in this sanctuary today. But how do they do it? Were they born into a household of exceptionally enlightened beings? Or maybe they're old souls who came into this lifetime with a head start on most of us. And either one of those could be true. But I think most of them did it the hard way. Practice, practice, practice. I remember when I first started studying unity principles, what a big revelation it was for me to learn that I had the power to choose what I was thinking. And I'd been on this planet for 4 decades, believing that my thoughts and the feelings that went along with them were just something that happened to me, like the weather. I did not know it was entirely up to me to decide if I wanted a thunderstorm or a beautiful sunny day going on in my consciousness. So I can honestly say that that aha moment did transform my life, but it did not happen overnight. And 30 plus years later, I am still very much a work in progress. Just ask my husband, right, Huck? But as I've said before, we call it spiritual practice because that human part of us doesn't always get it right the first time or even the 500th time. And as Buddhist nun Pema Chodron says, fail, fail again, and next time, fail better. That's how we get there. So for me, the path to awakening is simply choosing again and again to live our beliefs. And most of us do need some reminders, like a gentle tap on the shoulder that invites us out of the noise and busyness of our days and into a moment of sacred awareness. And it also helps to add some spiritual practices to your daily life. There's so many of them to choose from. Gratitude, journaling, creative expression, mindful experience of nature. And this one that I just found out about yesterday, laughter yoga. You've got to try it, guys. And we can also start adding some simple rituals to our day, like taking a few deep breaths when we feel ourselves getting sucked into a stress moment, or saying a simple prayer of gratitude before a meal, or using a chant or a mantra like Reverend Jim to help you stay centered. And my current favorite right now is less thinking, more being. So all those reminders help snap us out of what mindfulness teacher Tara Brach calls the trance of unawareness. And I also believe that all of these practices can be even more powerful when they're grounded in prayer and meditation. Our Unity co-founder, Charles Fillmore, called prayer the highest form of thought. And that's because when we pray, we shape our thoughts and the intentions that we're holding and feeling into words of affirmation, powerful words of affirmation and release. And what we're doing is we are harnessing the power of the infinite field of possibilities to begin to create the experience that we want to manifest. And to use Reverend Tommy's example from a couple weeks ago, when we pray, we're telling the universe we want to make flour, not paper pulp. And so prayer focuses our intentions, and it also activates our own divine powers so that we can start to live those intentions into being. And so if prayer is a way to channel the power of the universe, then meditation is how we meet that power or presence face to face. And with regular practice, we begin to feel and understand that what our physical senses reveal to us is really just the tip of the iceberg. There's a vast, loving awareness beneath the surface, and we begin to recognize it as who we really are. Can you put the slide up, Carrie? Thanks. So here's how Jack Kornfield describes it. In meditation, we begin to see clearly that we are more than the passing stream of experience. We are awareness, consciousness itself, born into these bodies. We are the loving awareness that can witness joy and sorrow, gain and loss, praise and blame, without being caught up in them, present for it all while remaining connected to the reality that is vast and timeless. It's this loving awareness that Jack Kornfield described that we connected with in our morning meditation that helps us stay calm and centered even in the middle of a traffic jam. It's why the Dalai Lama can say, "I'm always at peace." And it's how we can be fully engaged in life on this physical plane, which is why we're here, without being drawn into the illusion that that's all there is. This awareness of our true identity in the midst of whatever is happening is the ultimate big picture perspective that transforms the way we understand the world. And now I'm going to turn it over to Judy, who's going to take us further into the experience of that awareness.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now my computer wants me to sign in. Well, as you might expect, Therese and I spent hours and hours together planning this so that it would all flow beautifully. Now, if you believe that, Yes, yes, we did. And we even had a couple of Zoom calls, or a Zoom call, anyway. And so I absolutely love everything that Therese has been telling us about how we bring this big picture perspective into our lives. And that quote from Jack Kornfield literally gives me God bumps. I love the phrase, loving awareness. And Therese, in her part of this talk, invited us to step back from the nitty-gritty details of our lives and to move into that big picture perspective, to recognize that we are much more than the stories we tell ourselves. And sometimes we mull those stories over and over and over for days. Have you noticed? So I'd like to explore a little bit about that Jack Kornfield quote, the loving awareness piece. And this isn't a lesson as much as it is a reminder. And believe me, preparing this was a very welcome reminder for myself. And it captures so much of the journey that Reverend Tommy has been taking us on. We've explored consciousness, the power of our words, questions about good and evil. Why does God allow evil? We've explored the beginner's mind, and then Tommy's reminder that it's all here and it's all new. Actually, the reminder was that it's all here and it's all now. Not to mention pond scum. Just last week, Reverend Tommy reminded us about the doctrine of substitutionary atonement. And that became central in Paul's teaching, but it was never taught by the master teacher, Jesus, nor the Eastern mystics. They pointed us instead toward awakening the divine presence that's already within us. So rather than seeing ourselves as separated from God and needing to be made worthy, we're invited to remember that we are worthy. We are truly expressions of the one life. In unity, our spiritual practice then is not to earn God's love, but to awaken to it and let that awareness begin to sink in and shape every thought, every word, every action. Those aren't just ideas to think about. They're invitations. Invitations to experience life from a different space, from a different level of consciousness. And so the question becomes, how do we actually do that? And how do we remember to do it? And so for me, one answer has been through mindfulness, or what I am calling for this day, this talk, the sacred pause. It's really simple. Not easy, but simple. It's the space between what happens and how we respond to it. I don't know about you, but frequently, if I see the news, as much as I try to resist it, I will say, what is happening here? In that pause, I can choose to behave different than my habitual response. I can respond differently. It's like the Viktor Frankl quote that Therese shared with us a couple of weeks ago. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and freedom. Our freedom. I think that's the most important word there, especially given what Viktor Frankl was experiencing at the time. But it's stopping long enough to remember that we are not the passing ideas, feelings, emotions, fears, successes, disappointment. We are not the river rolling over the rocks. We're the loving awareness that notices. And here I want to emphasize loving. It's that awareness that changes everything. Before words are spoken, there is awareness. Reverend Tommy reminded us of the tremendous power of our words and the word. The sacred pause is where that power begins. When we pause before speaking, we have the opportunity to choose words that heal instead of hurt, to encourage instead of discourage, to unite instead of divide. That pause gives our words the creative power. We also wrestled with the age-old question of good and evil. The sacred pause doesn't ask us to deny suffering. It doesn't ask us to stick our head in the sand and pretend that everything is just okay. Instead, it creates enough space where we aren't captured by our old ideas, by our old thought patterns. We're not captured by fear or anger or blame. We can respond from compassion instead of reacting from habit. And perhaps that's another way of understanding Reverend Tommy's reminder that it's all here and it's all now. Every moment is in the beginning God. Every moment is fresh. Every breath is a new beginning. Every pause is an opportunity to meet life with new eyes. Well, you know me, and you know how I feel about a mindfulness practice, and so I could actually just go on and on. But one of the things that I think you're all ready for, and I know I am ready for, is to enjoy that sacred pause. And so I ask you, if you're comfortable, to put both feet on the floor. To straighten your spine. And then relax. If you wish, close your eyes. Allow your hands to relax in your lap with your shoulders pulled back just a little bit. And your chin parallel to the floor. Take a slow, easy breath in. And gently let it go. Again, breathing in and breathing out. One slow breath. Feel how your shoulders soften. Feel the chair gently supporting you and the floor supporting your feet and the chair. There's nowhere else you need to be. Nothing you need to accomplish. You're doing great. You can't make a mistake. Simply arrive. You're here. It's now. Notice your breathing. No need to change it. Just notice. Thoughts come and thoughts go. Like pretty balloons drifting across the sky. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to resist them. You don't need to hold on to them. Just notice. Notice any emotions that are present. Passing by, just like the balloons. joy, sadness, peace, worry, whatever it is, welcome it gently. Good. Now notice something deeper. Thoughts come and go. Feelings come and go. Sensations come and go. Yet something remains. There is an awareness quietly witnessing it all. Rest there, simply aware, simply present. Now gently ask yourself, what is asking for my loving attention today? Not my judgment, not my fixing, simply my loving attention. Perhaps an answer comes. Maybe just silence. Both are gifts. Simply rest in this loving awareness. Now begin to deepen your breathing a bit. Feel your feet once again. Become aware of this beautiful community gathered together. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Open your eyes when you're ready. And know that this same loving awareness is right there within you all the time. It's within each of us. As you go through your week, I invite you to practice one sacred pause each day. Just one. And I know many of you already practice many more. Try one right before you answer your phone. Definitely before sending that email or text. You know, it can't come back. Before entering a difficult conversation. Before speaking words you'll never be able to take back. Just pause. Take one conscious breath. Remember who you are. And let your next word arrive from that place. As you listen to some very special music.
I love you, Lord, for your mercies never failed me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in darkest nights. You are close like no other. I know you as a teacher. I know you as a friend, and I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful, yes, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I have able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything, yeah. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Oh yeah, your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Yeah, your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after me. All my life you have been faithful, yes. All my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God.
I don't know about you, but that energy might actually carry me through till maybe Wednesday about noon, huh? So now it's the time in our service where we have an opportunity to participate in the flow of giving and receiving that supports the mission and purpose of our spiritual center. And so please join me in saying our blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God.
Everything I see, everything I do is blessed by your hand, God. I give it back to you. Everything I give, every thought that's true is magnified in kind, God. I'll give it back to you.
Now, please join me in dedicating these offerings. We bless and dedicate these tithes and offerings as an expression of divine love, and we release them to manifest that love in our community and in our world. And now let's say a blessing for our beautiful planet and all the beings who live on it together. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divine in all. And remember, our prayer chaplains are available to pray with you. Jill, in the beautiful pink blouse, is our prayer chaplain today. And I want to thank everyone. Well, no, not yet. First, reminders, LGM at Legacy Hill Park is on Wednesday at 10. Please sign up for Community Connections if you haven't already done so. We've had a wonderful response. A lot of people are signed up, so it's going to be a really, really good experience. And Reverend Tommy and Rosemary will be back next week. Thank you to everyone who participated in our service today. All right, let's join in singing our peace song and saying the prayer of protection.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take,
Let this be my
joyous vow to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God shines as me. The love that is lives as me. The power that is flows as me. The presence that is moves as me. Wherever I am, the one is whole, radiant, complete. I am light. I am love. I am power. I am presence. I am. Have a fabulous week, everyone.
Yeah.